Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Ethereum's biggest upgrade to date. Of course, if you enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and remember nothing in this video is financial advice. So, as many of you probably know, EIP 1559 is one of Ethereum's biggest upgrades yet, and EIP 1559 is actually going to be coming out today. So it's coming out on August the 4th, and it's going live in just a few hours. So of course, in today's video, I'm going to break down what EIP 1559 is and what it could do to Ethereum's price in the long term. Essentially, EIP 1559 was written by Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, just 3 years ago, and it should improve Ethereum in a range of different metrics. EIP 1559 is designed to burn Ethereum, which most people know it for. However, it's also designed to smooth out gas fees, improve transaction estimation, and improve Ethereum's overall security. And as you already know, EIP 1559 is coming out today, which looks really great for EIP 1559. So let's get into some of the benefits of EIP 1559. The first big benefit of EIP 1559 is transaction fee estimation is going to be improved. So it should smooth out transaction fees to the point where transaction fees can be accurately estimated at all times. This is big for two distinct reasons. The first distinct reason is people will know the best times to use the blockchain, and they'll know when it is best to do so. The second big reason is for beginners. For beginners, they'll see on their MetaMask that MetaMask will estimate the transaction fees. As a result, if MetaMask gets this wrong, beginners could get a little bit confused, and they could end up trying to process 5 or 6 transactions as they're refreshing their page over and over. You may have done this before, and I certainly did when I first got a MetaMask wallet. As a direct result, this could ruin the MetaMask wallet a little bit, and it could cause a few short-term problems for the users. If transaction fees are accurately estimated, this would never have had to have been a problem, and this is a lot more beginner-friendly. Now, the next big part of EIP 1559 is it will create a variable block size, allowing the Ethereum blockchain to temporarily accommodate to an increase in demand. Essentially, what they're doing is they're raising the gas limit from 15 million Gwei to 30 million at a maximum. It's going to target 15 million Gwei, but if demand for Ethereum comes up really quickly, then the gas limit can accommodate to that. Essentially, all this does is going to reduce fees on it will not reduce fees on the Ethereum blockchain, but it will smooth out fees on the Ethereum blockchain. This should mean they're more stable. So you're not going to see Gwei at 5 one day and then Gwei at 35 another day. The gas fees should be more or less the same, which is very good for the long term, and it makes Ethereum a lot more of a reliable blockchain. You don't have to go, hey, I won't use Ethereum today, I'll wait till the gas fees are down, because they will be more or less the same at all times. The reason most people are very excited about EIP 1559 is it's going to make Ethereum a deflationary asset eventually. So this is basically why most people are excited about it, and most people think this is the most important aspect of EIP 1559. Personally, I think all of the aspects are equally as important as each other, and I wouldn't really rank one over the other. However, this is what gets the retail investors the most hyped up about EIP 1559. So essentially, this does change the tokenomics of Ethereum quite substantially, and this should make it more fundamentally sound into the long term. So, what EIP 1559 is doing is it's essentially changing the fee structure of Ethereum. It's changing it from an auction-based model to a new model where it includes a base fee, a priority fee, and a max fee. The base fee will always be burned in every transaction, which reduces the supply of Ether. So if people buy or sell Ethereum, the base fee is burned, reducing supply. The priority fee is the tip paid to miners, and the max fee is just the maximum that you can pay. So this does actually also help smooth out gas, and it should reduce supply into the long term. So, inherently, every time a transaction is made, the base fee will be burned. Immediately, this is going to cause an instant supply reduction in Ethereum. Currently, Ethereum is issued at around 4% every single year. Immediately, with Ethereum's current proof of work model, this will reduce Ethereum supply to about 2%. However, When Ethereum changes from proof of work to proof of stake, which is happening for Ethereum 2.0, this will make Ethereum deflationary. This is because less Ethereum is issued under a proof of stake model, and a lot of Ethereum will be burned, more will be burned than is issued, and it will essentially mean that Ethereum becomes deflationary. So, one important thing to note, Ethereum doesn't immediately become deflationary. Ethereum will not be deflationary tomorrow. This will probably take about a year or so, and once proof of stake is out, Ethereum will become deflationary. It's very simple to understand this. Currently, Ethereum's inflation rate is 4% per year, and it will drop down to 2% per year with proof of stake. Once it drops down to 2% per year, there will be enough Ethereum being burned to make it deflationary, and this is what most people are hyped up for. So, now I want to have a discussion about how EIP 1559 will affect Ethereum into the long term. I think it's very important to note that EIP 1559 isn't going to cause an immediate price bump. Ethereum's price could go up, down, or sideways today. We have no idea if this is going to pump the price or not. It really depends on what retail investors think. Of course, for EIP 1559 to immediately pump the price, half of Ether's supply would suddenly need to be burned or something. Of course, we know that this isn't going to happen at all, and we know Ethereum isn't even going to become deflationary for the next year or so. So, of course, this doesn't make me bullish on the short term for Ethereum. I'd rather look at technicals more than EIP 1559 in the short term. However, in the long term, EIP 1559 will make a difference to Ethereum. This is because it's going to give Ethereum more sustainable tokenomics and better tokenomics for the token holders. As a direct result of this, better tokenomics should mean Ethereum rewards its holders a bit more with a slightly higher price going into the long term as of this reduction in supply. Of course, there are a few other improvements. There's the security improvements, and there's also the fact that it smooths out transaction fees. Smoothing out transaction fees is one of the most underrated components of EIP 1559, and I do think if transaction fees are smoothed out in the long term, this will make Ethereum a lot more beginner friendly. I think beginners will be more inclined to use Ethereum because the transaction fees will be a lot easier. It will make it very difficult for users to make mistakes because transaction fees are well estimated, and it will make them very, very smooth, which should help users not have these insane fluctuations in gas prices and make them a lot more likely to use Ethereum. So, overall, I do think this is going to be a lot better for Ethereum in the long term. I think this will get a lot more use to the blockchain, and it should reduce that supply, awarding token holders quite a bit. So overall, this is one of the most bullish updates for Ethereum, apart from maybe EIP 3675. However, this is probably the most bullish update to date. And if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching the content.